My name is Danny Panzella of the Peaceful Streets Project, New York City, peacefulstreetsnyc.com. Let me first start out by saying that the Peaceful Streets Project does not condone violence against police officers or anyone. We condemn the killing of these two NYPD officers, regardless of their participation in this system of institutionalized violence. Nobody deserves to be executed. And our hearts go out to the families, especially of Jaden, the son of the one officer. He's now going to have to live without his father, and that is a tragic thing. I want to thank NYPD Union boss Pat Lynch for the memo he sent out declaring that the NYPD is at war. I commend him on the new policy that cops will no longer make frivolous arrests and will only engage the public when absolutely necessary. New Yorkers will be much safer now. I would like to note the attitude of these heroes who want the respect and honor for their dangerous profession, but when they're criticized and their policies and actions are criticized, they throw a tantrum and say, "We aren't going to do our jobs now." That sounds like what a hero would do. The NYPD has always been at war with we the people because that's the NYPD's job, to protect people like Diblasio and his cronies on Wall Street while violating the rights of the rest of us. If you still think that the NYPD is here to protect you, then I would Google Joseph Lozito and see how the NYPD argued in court that they have no obligation to protect people. Their obligation is to protect the government. This is an exciting time. This is the reform we've been waiting for. This is our chance to show oppressive big government that we don't want it and we don't need it. There are, of course, going to be opportunists. There's a small population of immoral criminals in the city that will take advantage. As the system of institutionalized violence pulls back, we must step up and fill in that gap. This is the time for us all to take personal responsibility for ourselves and our families and our community. We must protect ourselves and we must police ourselves. This won't be easy. It's going to be a challenge. As a society, we have grown accustomed to allowing government to take care of us. But by allowing government to take care of us, we have shirked our personal responsibility. And government has taken that power that we have voluntarily handed over for the sake of convenience, maybe even laziness, and they've used it to abuse us. It's clear that the government's plan is to allow the criminal element to fill the power vacuum that they are leaving in the hopes that people will cry again, "Please, government, keep us safe." And that will give the NYPD and government more power. I mean, this is a strategy, a governmental strategy that's thousands of years old. This is nothing new. We cannot give that power back. We must use our power to take control of our own lives, our own community, and our own society. Of course, there are good people who are cops, but they all serve big oppressive government, run by corrupt and power-hungry politicians, corporate oligarchs. I mean, it's the one percenters, the small percentage of society worldwide that control all government and thereby control all people. Government is not and has never been loving. It's always been about power for the small elite to keep the masses under control. So seize this opportunity in this exciting time to take responsibility for yourself and your actions. Be a moral person. Don't commit violence against others. Let all your interactions be voluntary. Live by the non-aggression principle, which states that all force, fraud, and coercion is immoral. Deal honestly and fairly with everyone, and this world will be a better place. We don't need armed men to force us to be good. Most people are moral people. And for those who aren't, the rest of us can protect ourselves. And one final note. While you do have the right to defend yourselves against anyone, even if they are a cop and have a badge, you don't have the right to hunt anyone, including cops. So be the change you want to see in the world. Thank you for watching. I'm Danny Panzella of the Peaceful Streets Project, New York City.